thing that men need to learn and accept is that you can't make a woman happy. If you last too long, then that's too much. If you last too little, then you're probably cheating on her. If you remember to take out the trash, then she's gonna just remember that you didn't do the dishes. If you're paying your child support and you're paying over that and you're paying for the in-between, then it's never gonna be enough money. But if you don't pay anything, that automatically makes you a deadbeat. If you make too much money and you're working too much, she's still not going to be happy. But if you cut your hours to spend more time with her, then you're a broke-ass loser that doesn't make enough money. You could plan all of the dates and all of the romance, but if you didn't spend enough money or it's not exactly how she conjured it up in her mind, then it's still not good enough. But if you don't plan anything, then you're still a loser that doesn't put in any effort. Could give her a day of self-care, but if she comes home to a messy house, then it basically cancels out the fact that you gave her a self-care day. So she's still not happy. That are too fat want to be skinny. Women that are too skinny want to be thick. Women with a fat ass want a smaller ass. Women with no boobs want bigger boobs. Women with no lips want filler and Botox. Women that are old want to be younger. If you text too much, then you're a simp. If you text too little, then you're a low effort man. If you try to help her with the laundry, all she's going to do is micromanage you and go behind you and fix it because it's not the way that she would do it. But if you don't help her with the laundry at all, then she's going to be more mad for you never stepping up to help her with anything. You could give her all the emotional support and all the affirmations that she's looking for and tell her every single day that she's beautiful, but she'll remember and only remember the one day that you fell short or forgot to tell her. If you lash out even one time, then that means that you have anger issues. But if you don't have any emotions, then you're emotionless and need to go to therapy. If you have a hobby or spend too much time with the guys, then you're not invested in her enough. But if you don't have any hobbies, then you're a simp and you need to get a life. The reality is that no matter how hard you try, it is not your responsibility to continuously make her happy because you will drown yourself trying to make someone happy that is not happy with themselves. Okay, bye.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Cap, aka Capri, and in today's video, I wanted to do a sequel, you could say, or to put it another way, to do a second part of the last video I made on behalf of how you just cannot make a woman happy regardless. On that note, I already showed you, as on behalf of the introduction, Miss Sarah Eaton. For some of you who may remember the very last video pertaining to this here subject, well, on behalf of how Miss Sarah Eaton, who, by the way, is a pretty well-known TikTok creator, she not only said it from a white woman's perspective, but it's also obvious that even from a black woman's point of view, I'm trying to say, you cannot make the average black woman happy as a brother either. To be honest, there are guys that are other races who can't even make the average black woman happy, much less satisfy or make happy their very own white women as well. Anyways, and on that note, I'm going to show you two more clips, and both of them will be on behalf of the very popular Pop the Balloon show. By the way, these clips will be presented through TikTok. And here they go.
My balloon, because you are very fine down to the ankles.
I do what I can.
I just it's a pet peeve of mine when men wear pants that don't cover their ankles.
Okay.
So that was why I popped it.
So why'd you end up popping your balloon? He said the smile thing, and I'm not much of a smiler or a laugher. I'm more serious, so yeah. You won't really catch me smiling that much.
Why?
You don't want to smile? No.
She's smiling right now.
I know, that's what I was like, why?
But you're very handsome.
I appreciate it.
That was unique, someone that you're trying to.
Yes, she is.
Popped because of smiling. I know.
Your balloon because I think you're well dressed for yourself, but for me, I like someone that has like more of a baggy fit to their clothes. You look amazing, but for me, I like someone that has like an upscale streetwear style. That's pretty much why I think that walking together, our style just would clash. I mean, together today, we look amazing. Do you usually wear tight fitted pants? Because for me, like, I like someone that has like a looser, baggy fit, like something that's like a little oversized.
I wear whatever I'm feeling.
Okay.
I'm not going to switch up the way that I dress myself for anybody, because I know
As
I
you
carry
shouldn't.
myself well and I dress well.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess it just ain't meant.
Unfortunately, that is all of the balloons popped, but we do thank you for coming on.
Now, I wanted to give my perspective, like always, on this here clip. These three women who aren't bad looking, although I wouldn't say they really are that good looking or fine either, happen to say in so many words, you could also say, insinuate of how they want the quote unquote bad boy. Because not only did two of them insult the man on the low on behalf of how he was wearing pants that weren't loose enough, but they also were insinuating how they don't date guys who they consider as cornballs, as nerds, as lame. And I guarantee, and this is just coming from my personal standpoint, if he happened to be a white guy dressed the same as that way, that they would have been all over him, heads over heels for him, in spite of how, as they put it, nerdy he would have been dressed. On top of that, even when the woman, the other sister, claimed that he was smiling too much, she was insinuating that she wants a guy who has a mean streak to him, a guy who's always going around with a chip on his shoulder, a guy who's always willing to engage in fights for no reason or due to his nature, possibly growing up as a kid as being a pretty angry kid, a guy who's always in trouble with the law, a guy who's always sagging his jeans, a guy who has a whole bunch of tattoos, a guy who could barely put a sentence together without his English being broken. One of those types of guys. A guy might as well say, when it all comes down to it, by the likes of, or to fit the description of either Pookie or Ray Ray or Octavius, because it's a well-known fact. So many black women, to be honest, so many black American women have a crazy infatuation when guys who are always in trouble with the law, guys who are, if not womanizers, guys who are usually scammers, if not guys who are usually womanizers or scammers, I'm trying to say guys who are abusers, who like to put their hands on women, guys who like to talk to women in a disrespectful kind of manner, those types of guys who always are going around toting pistols, those types of guys. Let me show one more clip. Stop sharing my screen, start back to sharing it again, so I can show one last clip pertaining to this here topic, which should be on behalf of TikTok.
Yeah, I like your smile. Wanted to hear a little bit more. Get to know you a little bit.
Let me rewind it from the very beginning.
Why'd you have your balloon unpop?
Yeah, I like your smile. Wanted to hear a little bit more. Get to know you a little bit more. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So why do we end up popping his?
The only thing is, I understand I'm short. I get that. I am pretty short, and I'm shorter, you know, but it's just you're short too.
Mhm.
So that's it.
Okay.
Alright.
And how tall are you?
I'm like 4'11".
Oh my God. Okay. And how tall are you again, Eddie?
5'9".
5'9".
Yeah.
Okay. I can't.
Listen,
I
man.
know, but you see, like,
See what?
You can look over your head.
yeah, but I can't, like, you know,
So you
look
want to
up.
like tippy toe.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eddie.
It's an interesting concept, but I don't think 50-50 is easy. Maybe not too possible, because I think a relationship just changes quite a bit. Some days it could be 70-30, 60-40. So 50-50, I just don't see it that way, you know, so just interchangeable. So
But what do you see it as, though? Like a clear answer?
teamwork is never equal. There are some times I will be doing more than you, and there are sometimes you will be doing more. So yeah, I just see it as teamwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did you have your balloon unpopped for her?
So we have a lot of things in common. I think the keywords were the gym, cooking. I love cooking as well. Music. I like to listen to music. I'm probably not as talented as you are. So those things kind of captured my attention. Plus, you're very gorgeous. A lot
Thank
of
you.
attention to detail with the outfit. So I
Period.
appreciate that. So yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why do we end up popping his?
I actually really liked a lot of his responses. Like he said, we had a lot of things in common and stuff. I think the only thing that tear me away was the answer to the 50-50 because I don't play that.
It's official, gentlemen, that the average woman, in spite of what race, just cannot be happy, just cannot be pleased, regardless, after showing not only these two reels, one on behalf of Instagram once again, and on behalf of also the Pop the Balloon dating show, which is once again is a pretty popular show. But this last one right here, this part of TikTok, and on behalf of the Pop the Balloon dating show. And on top of that, once again, I will not quit stressing it. You had at the very beginning of this video a woman of the opposite race to even come out and prove it herself, who might as well say she let you hear from quote unquote the horse's mouth by her saying how you can never satisfy a woman. And she was talking not only from a female standpoint, but she was addressing how us men just cannot make the average woman happy, regardless of what we do, or you might as well say regardless of what we don't do or what standards we may not meet. To be honest, like always, folks, make sure you like, share, comment, last but not least, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm out.